Yo, what is up, guys? It's Elite here, and today I feel like I have a special video for you guys, and it's 7 features that you may or may not have seen in Infinite Warfare. So the first one is actually taunts and gestures, or the ability to use taunts and gestures in the game itself, not just the showcasing of first, second, and third, but actually being able to use it in the game. Now, a lot of people may have seen this and probably just looked over it because it wasn't really that important, but during the game there's actually a pre-game countdown before the game starts. You can actually turn around and look at your teammates and kind of give them like a gesture, like wave on or rock on, stuff like that. But it goes further, a little bit more into that. So even when you're in the game, the countdown's over, you can actually still do the gestures and taunts in the game as well. Like there's also a taunt where you can put like your finger up saying like, no, that was a bad idea for challenging. Like you can do that still in the game by pressing left on your D-pad or somewhere on your D-pad, depending on how you have your setup laid out. But I thought that was definitely pretty cool. Not obviously it's not beneficial to the game at all, but I think it's still cool to add a little bit of spice and I don't know, just something to your character to make them stand out. And now the second thing I think is probably the biggest feature they've ever added into any Call of Duty ever, and that's health bars. Now, if you guys didn't know, there's actually health bars in the game. There's health bars for your teammates and there's health bars for the enemies. Now, I think this is a really good thing to have in the game just because you're able to see if you should challenge or not challenge you to their health being higher or lower than yours, and also seeing if you need to cover your teammates depending on if their health is lower than it should be. So I think that's something to look out for, is definitely the health bars. It also gives you a chance to actually call it accurately, saying he's hurt or he's one shot or something like that. But I think that's definitely the coolest feature they've ever added to any Call of Duty, is just to have the health bars there. Now, the third feature is almost as good as the health bars. Obviously, it's still a big thing, and that's actually call out positionings in the map. Now, if you guys didn't notice, the bottom left hand of the mini map, there's actually little labels on it. Like there's like lobby, there's tickets, there's a lot. There's just a whole thing like parking lot. They labeled it down for you so you can give your teammates accurate callouts on where you're at, and eventually, the more you remember the maps, you can actually just say, oh, he's parking, or he's park or whatever, and your teammates can just go there and help you with your enemies, which I think is cool that they definitely added in-game labeling for the sections that you are in. And I thought that was really cool, especially for competitive Call of Duty. I think that's going to be a great feature to have, and they just have the automatic in-game labeling for you. And then the fourth feature is actually pretty cool as well. Obviously, if you guys didn't know, there's actually in-game challenges. Some say you gotta get like 5 kills with like the equalizer and stuff like that. You could actually change your rigs in game. So what you have to do is is press the options button or whatever the button is to change, bring your created class screen up, and hit created classes and go to your rigs and pick whatever rig you want, and you can actually change that in game, which I thought was pretty cool. And then going on to the fifth feature that I've seen in the game that was actually in here before. I think it was in Advanced Warfare and Ghost, and then they kind of took it out for Black Ops 3, which I don't know why, but it's actually a grenade cook time. So if you guys didn't know, if you're holding a grenade, there's like a little bar that actually fills up telling you how close it is to detonating, which I think is really good for the game, allowing you to position and prep your grenades for enemies and placing them well. So I think that was cool that they added that back. I'm definitely happy for that one, because I've definitely enjoyed the grenade cook timer, just so I have a better idea of how long I should hold a grenade or where I should place them, and just all that stuff. Sixth one is pretty much common. A lot of people seen it beforehand, but there's actually something in the game called biospikes. It's a lethal. If you guys don't know what biospikes are, they are from previous Call of Duties. They're known as throwing knives or tomahawks, and in those Call of Duties, you're able to throw them and then retrieve them by just walking over them or jumping into them. The same thing is in this game. If you throw a biospike, you can actually retrieve your biospike, because it is easy to miss. But I'm glad they kept the feature back in the game, and is being able to retrieve your biospike and stuff. Now, the seventh one I thought was actually pretty cool, because a lot of people will like to say, oh, I shouldn't have died that quick, or oh, he one-shotted me. Well, in this game, they've actually added something a little bit more. It's actually kill cam assist. So if you die, or if there's like a round ending kill cam, you can actually see if he put bullets into you. Like if you see right here on the screen right now to the right hand side, it will show if anybody else put any shots into you. So like you see one that puts 3 shots, another one put 2 shots. It shows you who assisted in your kill. So like if you felt like you got melted and it was actually more than one person shooting at you, you could actually see that in the game, in the kill cam itself, which I thought was pretty cool. But that's it, guys. That's all the features I have noticed in Infinite Warfare. If you guys see any more features, or if there's anything I left out, leave them in the comments below. But once again, guys, that's it. I think it's awesome that Infinity Ward added this to their game. I think some of these features are actually really helpful to making the game better. But that's just my opinion. But once again, guys, I just want to say thank you for watching, and I'll catch you later.